Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I made a full-length video, but today I wanted to make one kind of a day in the life of a homeschooled pet YouTuber, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'll explain all my subjects in school. Let's just get into the video. This intro is being filmed after the fact, which you'll probably notice. So in the morning, I always like to try to start by reading the Bible, and this is just a short clip. Then after that, I normally walk my dog, and I'm just gonna have like the time that normally takes you each of these tasks in the bottom corner, and they're just approximate. But I always walk my dog in the morning, and then I made my breakfast, and we need to talk about this jam. It's an inside joke. It's not actually bunny jam, of course. It is just marmalade, and it's just a joke, that's why it has that label. Anyways, I made toast with the marmalade jam. Actually it was for my mom, but I did record it, and I ended up making myself a peanut butter and jam sandwich. And this is the outfit of the day. And then I did my skincare and like a little bit of makeup. I just did that time lapse of that. And I didn't realize I made like the facial expressions that I did, but apparently I do, and there are some interesting ones, especially, when I'm putting on the mascara. But anyways, after I did that, I did put my hair back in a ponytail, but I ended up changing that later after that. And then I do my chores after I do all that stuff. And then after my chores, I start my school. I didn't end up recording the chores, but I have this weekly checklist for my school, so remember to do everything. And I start with my language, which right now I'm reading a book called The Forbidden City, and it is by William Bell, and it's an interesting book about a kid who visits China, and his dad is like a news reporter, and so I've been reading that. And then I do my math, and my math I put 40 to 60 minutes, but sometimes it can take longer. It just depends on what concept I'm learning. Like this week I've just been learning about isolating variables and adding up the weights of different elements. And then after that we normally do group time, which is a literal group time. Like we all sit around the table and we read a few different books together, and that takes sometimes a little over an hour, especially writing rhetoric. And so we've been reading some interesting books, like one's historical with an outlook. The Inductive Study Bible has an interesting name. It's a regular English Standard Version Bible, but it does have margin for writing. And then after that, I normally go into my sciences, and this year I'm doing biology and chemistry, and biology takes a long time with all the definitions, everything, so it can take up to 2 hours at least. Sometimes on other days it's not that long because it just depends. So I do have a time lapse of me writing out some definitions for my study guide. And then I do my chemistry, which I didn't record any of that, but it takes an hour or a little less normally each day. And chemistry is hard with the numbers, but anyway. After that I do my history, and some days are shorter times than others with history as well. The note-taking takes much longer than when I'm just reading the chapter. And then I finished my school for the day, and I did some coldest night of the year stuff for a couple hours. Here's a picture of my coldest night of the year hat. And when I came back home from doing that, I walked my dog again. Normally I walk her much more often, but on school days I only walk her a couple times a day, and my parents walk her the rest. And so after that, I also had supper and lunch in between these stuff, but I just forgot to record it or anything. And after supper I did a cleanup of my room, and my room really needed to be cleaned. So you can see I'm making my bed here, and I'm vacuuming the floor. And And then I had to sort my clothes, which I had a couple weeks of laundry that I should have put away weeks ago, and I just kept putting it off. So yeah, and my desk and bureaus need to be cleaned up as well, and I probably should have wiped off my desk. I'll do that later. Didn't do that. Anyways, I think the cleanup went pretty well. So here's before. And after. And that's it for today's video. So I hope you guys found this interesting and probably informative for those of you guys who are curious what it's like to be homeschooled. This is kind of my routine. Thank you for watching. Bye.